欢迎收看光环解说的《最终幻想16》。从上集的那个居姆森林，我们现在终于来到了这个失落之翼啊，已经快到了啊。现在这个是那个村庄外面的一片果园，然后穿过这个果园，前面就是那个失落之翼那个村庄了。
So much for arriving before sunset.
I didn't realize we were this close. Any idea what that is they built the village around?
The fallen ruin. I've heard some call it an airship. Though its flying days seem to be behind it. It's a shame, that.
You truly think a dominant's waiting for us in that village?
My scout has never given me any reason to doubt him. Which is why I think we should hurry. Come on.
这是天空文明的一个高科技啊，就是可以在那个地图之间将来可以快速移动。它这个村庄之所以叫失落之翼，是因为整个村庄是建立在那个天空文明的一个坠落的一个飞艇上。
This isn't the first time I've seen one of these. Perhaps I can use them as waymarks.
前面就是他们种植的一片果园，他们种的都是那些葡萄。他们这村庄就是靠这些葡萄酿的那个葡萄酒为生，就是贩卖一些葡萄酒啊，这是他们主要收入来源啊。然后再往前呢，会看到一群沃德鲁的人，看来他们比我们先到了。
Figures up ahead.
But are they friends or foes?
Don't let him see you. More Waluders. Why? What is it they want?
You're welcome to ask the next ones we meet. Let me know how it goes.
前方就是失落之翼，这个地方还是属于那个神圣之国的领土，所以就是沃德鲁他们派军队来这里属于侵略行为。但是像这种就是渗透以及就是发生的各种冲突，对于他们国与国之间来说已经是家常便饭了。现在就是不知道他们来这里到底什么目的。
No sign of the royalists.
Or anyone else for that matter. It's too bloody quiet. Even for this hour.
What do we do now?
First we look for my scout. You start here, I'll circle round the back.
How do I let you know if I find him?
Good question. Shout?
Subtle. I don't even know what he looks like.
好问题翻译成了我想想，他这个翻译老是给自己加戏。
The village can't be completely abandoned, can it?
这个村庄现在看不到任何人啊，我们调查一下。
That sounds like a child. It's all right. I'm not one of them. My friend and I, we're with the Imperial Army, and we've come to help. Do you know where your parents are?
In the church.
Then I'm going to find them and make sure they're safe. Can you stay hidden here until then? To the church, then.
这小孩说，村民被关在了那个教堂，就在上面了。
The church, I know. I'm one step ahead of you. You go in through the front, I'll take the rear. Anyone stands in our way, the other can stab him in the back.
This man's gonna die if we don't get into a healer.
Enough of your barking, dog!
About time.
Stand back.
Who the hell are you?
Clive!
Thought you weren't coming.
You still alive, Gav?
Barely. Been doing what I can for the villagers, but...
I thought you were joking.
It's all right. He's with me. Is this everyone?
No, there were others. A pair of royalists came for the bearers just before you arrived.
Was a dominant among them?
Maybe. It's not like he was holding a sign.
I'll give you one guess where he's going. Clive, after him.
撞上了一个沃德鲁的士兵，跟他说，刚才我们只发现了一部分村民啊，说是还有一些村民被带到其他地方，也包括那个火车行侠者，可能也在那群人里。那个加布他是西德，就是他那个组织一个搞情报的，也是一个非常重要的一个角色。
Any word from the scouts?
Not yet, my lady, but we have the Dominant's companion. It's only a matter of time before we seize our quarry.
Very good. And what of the others?
The bearers have been taken to Caer Novent.
Some may still be worth keeping should the Dominant elude us.
All is in hand, my lady. They will not be spoiled. I give you my word.
Gentlemen, a toast!
Will you join me? My thanks.
To Our Lady of the Wind and the King!
Ugh. The Imperials drink this piss?
Well, it would go some way to explain their breath.
Lady Benedicta! Imperials!
And instead of killing them, you lead the rats straight to us.
Mercy.
Look what we have here, boys. An Imperial bearer. Good. I was getting bored. Boo.
Where 这是他用魔法制造的一个生物。这位大姐是风之显化者。
What is that thing? If this means what I think it does, Sid has some explaining to do. You know what to do, boy. Over here. You know what to do, boy. Get him! Not this time. Over here. Sick of trouble. Get him! Better be on your way, Sid. There, boy! Sick of trouble. There, boy!
它这个血量还算比较少的。制造魔法生物应该是这个风之显化者的一个技能，它不是所有的显化者都有这个能力，应该是就是只有风系和暗系才可以。
You've got some fight in you, even for a branded.
Clive!
Look who's here to save the day. Is this how you recruit all of your charges?
Don't recall you complaining, Benedicta.
这俩人一看就是老情人的关系。
So, Sidolphus, remind me, why was it that you betrayed your kingdom? I asked you a question, Lord Commander.
Why? Because I'd had enough of you and your king's antics.
And yet here you are, stealing my branded. What are you plotting?
As if I'd tell you.
Lady Benedicta, we have secured the dominant.
Always something, isn't there?
And she's gone. Did she say where she was going?
No.
Then we head back to Lost Wing. One of the villagers may have heard something.
But we can't just...
Which is why I sent Gav. The man has a nose for these things. Trust me.
刚才听到他们已经抓到了那个火之显化者。这个西德他原来是那沃鲁德王国的骑士长，等于说就是那位大姐的上司。他俩原来有一段缘分，但是就是随着他的叛变呢，后来就是由爱生恨了。
So, it wasn't about bears at all. They were looking for a dominant.
Yeah, that's right. Thought we were hiding the bastard. Like any of us would keep a monster like that under our roof. Oh, no offence.
When no one talked, they started rounding up everyone with a brand. And then everyone without one and all.
And locked you in the cellar, hoping sooner or later someone would break. You know, things might have been different if you'd accepted my invitation.
Oh, don't remind us. We were all saying the same thing.
This is our home, innit? Don't mean we won't out when we can, though.
And that, I'll drink to.
Oh, come hear the tale of Lord Dion the Bold, who's tamed worms 1,000 and slain the 10-fold. 100 full legions the young dragoon led, and watched as 1,000,000 foes turned tail and fled. His lance levels mountains, it sanders the deep. The skies over storm breaks for
Listen, Clive. Revenge won't bring him back. It won't.
13 years ago, I watched a dominant kill my brother right in front of me. And I did nothing. But now I can. I can kill the son of a bitch. And bring peace to my brother's soul. After that, whatever happens, happens.
Fate. You're content to be its slave, then?
剧情来到了诺旺堡，这个地方是神圣之国其中一个堡垒，被那个大姐率领小队攻占了。
His radiance would have us believe the Imperial host invincible. Yet here we find the Empire's cornerstone teetering on the backs of a handful of cowards and cutthroats. Well, Bahamut may lead 100 full legions. Could it be that the young prince defends a house of cards ready to topple at the slightest breeze? Tell me something. Why do you not resist? Within you lies the power to slay gods. The phoenix perished in your flames. Yet you do not fight. You do not flee. You refuse your gift. Perhaps you are distracted. My offer still stands. Join us and you will be treated with the respect one of our kind deserves.
Lord Margrace, don't!
I'll give you a moment to consider your options. Do be gentle with them.
这个叫马古瑞斯的火车显化者，他和那个13年前穿长袍的那个人外形是一样的，但是是不是一个人，我们以后就知道了。他们是先抓到了他的女随从，所以让他就范的，就是想要规划他成为他们国家的战斗力。
Clive. Wake up. Gav's back.
Cairnorvand.
One of the Empire's outlying strongholds, though apparently not strong enough to keep out the Royalists. The captured bearers are inside. I'm sure of it.
If Benedicta's orders are to stay in the shadows, she won't be traveling with many men. Meaning, she'll be keeping her prisoners together and close by.
Including the Dominant.
So, we find a way into the fortress and conjure a bit of chaos.
What about me?
Excellent question, Gav. You will wait outside the care and guide those I free to safety.
And miss all the fun. Why can't he do that?
Clive doesn't have your nose. He'd stumble off a cliff before he even found the men. Come on, Gav. You're the best man for the job.
Well, when you put it that way. Suppose I better scout ahead for any surprises. Don't you let him down.
I won't. All right. Shall we?
Not so fast. We wait until tomorrow.
But he's right there.
And if we leave now, we'll arrive just as the sun comes up. Maybe join the guards in breaking their fast. Come on, Clive. They only just took the place. They'll be there a while yet. We've got one chance at this. You don't want to waste it, do you?
No.
他们准备是明天晚上再去那个诺旺堡救人，救那些村民，还有找到那个火车显化者。然后这个时间呢，我们可以在这个小镇里随便逛逛啊。我们可以先去找一下那个村长。
Now that's settled. There's someone I want you to meet.
At this hour?
He's the owner of the tavern, and our best hope of getting a decent night's kip. Quentin, my good man. It seems we'll be spending the night.
I thought as much. Where do you find that one?
Oh, him? You wouldn't believe me if I told you. Quentin here is an old friend, one who is sympathetic to our cause.
Sympathetic? that he knows about your little sanctuary. I would never have guessed so many people were bent on setting us free. When last I checked, the mere thought would earn you a trip to the gallows.
I am well aware of the risks, as I am of the rewards.
And what could be more rewarding than your very own dominant of fire?
A dominant? Here? Now that I would like to see.
Meaning you haven't?
No, but nothing passes unnoticed in Lost Wing. Take your brand, for example. People will see that at once. And I need hardly tell you how they will greet the inquiries of a bearer. You are afraid your words will fall on deaf ears, as they have ever since the moment you were marked. Happily, I can provide a solution to your dilemma, as a favor to Sid, that is. Take this. You will find it has the uncanny power to loosen tongues.
给了我们一张好人卡，没有它你就是坏人。
May the mothers guide you.
然后有了它之后呢，就可以在这个村庄接到一些那个支线任务。
This might be Imperial land, but here in Lost Wing, it's his word that's law.
But how?
You don't need to worry about that just yet. Trust me. Everyone in Lost Wing knows what that seal means, and what it means if they don't take note. Now we can sit here counting our blessings, or put them to good use and find that dominance. Your choice.
Let's see if this thing really works.
我们先和村民打听一下那个火之显化者的消息啊，打听一下情报。
And that's all you can remember. Think hard.
I already told you. It was gone before any of us could get a good look.
Ah. Master Quinton took a liking to you, I see. And there I was, thinking you were in bed with Sid. Wonder what Gav will have to say about this. Speaking of whom, if you see him, tell him thanks for looking after us. Now, what can I help you with?
I'm searching for a dominant of fire. Gav seems to think he might have taken refuge here.
We see a lot bearers around these parts. But I do seem to recall one who commanded the flame. Now, whether or not that makes him a dominant, I can't say. But the Waluders certainly took a keen interest in the poor sod.
Did you get a look at him?
Didn't have a chance. One of the other bearers might have done.
Thank you.
还剩一个村民。这个小镇那个村长格唐，他和那个西德属于志同道合的，帮那个西德就是保护了很多那个禀赋者。但是他当初就是建立这个小镇，不光是为了保护禀赋者，他还有其他目的。他刚才也说了，是一些私事。那个私事将来就是一个比较长的一个支线任务。
That a hanged man, I see. Master Quentin must think you're important. It was a good thing you done today, getting rid of those bastards. If you hadn't come when you did, I'd be on my way to Ash by now, along with the others. Poor buggers.
These others, was there a dominant among them? A dominant of fire?
Might have been, yeah. Royalists seem to think there was, anyhow. A thin bloke all swallowed up in his robes like one of Great Grieger's churchmen.
Do you recall anything else about him?
Only that he weren't alone. Was a young maid who went wherever he did, including the church, and wherever the Royalists dragged them both off to before you got here.
I see. Thank you. I wonder if Sid's found anything.
得到了一些情报，就说那个火之显化者他穿着一个长袍，然后看不清楚脸。这个时候， 我感觉克莱夫应该已经认定了，他就是13年前杀害他弟弟的凶手了。
Tell me that scowl means you've got good news. So, a shady lad with a hood, and his equally shady lass. Not much to go on, but... I've been thinking, if our friend is a dominant, why not just burn the royalists to a crisp? There's a reason he's holding back, and I reckon it has something to do with his partner.
What makes you say that?
One of the villagers I talked to said the two were separated. If the Waluders have her, our dominants like to think twice before starting any fires. Whoever he is, he's shown himself to have a level head. He's careful, cunning, and he doesn't want to be found. This could spell trouble. For us and the Royalists both. Still, it'll be a whole lot worse if we set off after them with bleary eyes and empty bellies. There should be a pair of pallets waiting for us back at the inn. Shall we?
今晚好好休息一下，然后明天晚上就要前往那个诺旺堡了。
Now, about those beds.
Beds? I seem to recall your request being to spend the night. And for that, the floor will more than suffice.
Better than a wet rock, I suppose. My thanks, Quentin. Next time you're at the hideaway, our floor's all yours.
No need for thanks, Sid. This isn't an act of charity.
You don't say.
In exchange for my floor, I shall be requiring your services. The Royalists saw fit to erect a barricade across the road south when they occupied the village, and failed to remove it when they left. I expect it to be gone before you leave.
As you wish.
我们救了这个村子，竟然还收我们住宿费，要拿那个清理路障来抵。这个村长也是一个铁公鸡啊。
Well, that took longer than expected. First time dismantling the barricade? It gets easier, don't worry.
I won't.
If we leave now, we'll arrive at the care when the shadows are at their deepest. Unless you'd rather wait.
No more waiting. The road south, then? Unless...
I know of another shortcut. You should be so lucky.
这个时候已经是第二天晚上了，然后现在我们就前往那个诺旺堡去救人。这回行动他们只有3个人，克莱夫是去找那个火之显化者，西德是去救那些禀赋者，那些村民，然后加布就在外面负责接应。那个诺旺堡离这个小镇不是特别远，还是比较近的啊，就在这个小镇南边。
If the Royalists were looking to take the care, they'd have posted sentries to prevent any unwelcome surprises. At least I would have.
Well, you should know.
怂什么？遇到敌人直接干就行。这马上就要见到仇人了啊！我们的克莱夫已经是无所畏惧了。
Wrong way, friend.
Soldier.
What are the Royalists thinking? Why take a stronghold they've no chance of holding?
When they've no intention of holding it. The king is up to something.
The king?
Well, you don't think they're acting on a whim, do you? This is one of His Majesty's cunning stunts, and he's sent his best to execute it.
There they are!
Get him, boy!
先把这个远程先干。
There, boy!
tell your lady. You try. Care Norvins. Hard nut to crack, even when it isn't crawling with royalists.
I don't care who else is in there. Over here. Give them all you've got, boys. Sick of Torgal.
Much as I enjoy battering down the front door, I hazard this endeavour will require a bit more tact.
There's an old sluice that empties under the bridge. It should see us through to the lower levels of the care. Sid. We both know why I'm here. But what is it that you want? Why would you risk your life for a handful of outcasts? If anyone ever learned what you've been doing with their property...
They'd have my head in a box. But this isn't just about dominance and bearers, it's about all of us. What I want is to build a place where it doesn't matter what you are, but who you are. But our world isn't ready for a place like that. So, until it is, I use the power I've been given to show people there is hope.
这个西德的梦想就是要建立一个可以死得有尊严的世界。这个听起来怪怪的，感觉像是一个临终关怀。就像那些禀赋者，他们虽然活着没有尊严，但是死了之后，他希望能够带给他们一些安慰。这个就是他们这个世界的一个悲哀，就是种族歧视非常的严重。这个实际上跟我们现在这个世界也差不太多。你想，这都21世纪了，竟然还有种族歧视，不觉得很原始吗？就感觉非常的愚蠢。
So, tell me about this, Benedicta.
The best and worst decision I ever made. Don't underestimate her, Clive. A fight with her icon is not one you're likely to walk away from.
Garuda, Warden of the Wind.
Hey.
Hmm?
他们准备通过下水道潜入这个诺旺堡，然后这一集就先到这个地方啊！感谢大家收看，我们下集见。